Ever wondered why the rich keep getting richer while the rest of us seem to be drowning in debt? It's a question that puzzles many, and the answer lies in the widening wealth gap. This gap isn't because of a lack of hard work or ambition. No, the problem is often a lack of knowledge and resources. You see, many of us are caught in what's known as the debt trap. This is when our debts grow faster than our ability to pay them off. It's like being stuck in quicksand. The harder you struggle, the deeper you sink. But what if I told you there's a way out? Today, we're going to introduce you to a step-by-step plan for 2024, a roadmap to break free from the chains of debt. It's not magic, it's just good old-fashioned financial wisdom. So, gear up because knowledge is power. And today, you're about to arm yourself with some powerful tools. Is all debt bad, or is there such a thing as good debt and bad debt? Let's dive into this a little deeper and see if we can't shed some light on it. Debt, in its simplest form, is a sum of money that is owed or due. But the nature of that debt, well, that's where things get a bit more complex. You see, not all debts are created equal. Some debts can be considered investments, while others can lead to a cycle of financial stress and hardship. Let's take business startup loans, for example. These are often categorized as good debt. Why, you ask? Well, they allow you to invest in your business, potentially increasing your income and profits in the future. They are more like an investment in your entrepreneurial journey and potential business growth, which can pay off in the long run. But remember, even good debt can turn bad if managed wisely. If you take out more startup loans than you can afford to pay back, or if your business doesn't generate sufficient income, that good debt can quickly become a financial. On the other hand, let's look at credit card debt. This is often considered bad debt. Credit cards generally have high interest rates, and if you're only making the minimum payment each month, you could end up paying a lot more in interest over time. Plus, credit card debt is usually a result of purchasing items that depreciate in value, unlike an investment in a business or property. So you see, whether a debt is good or bad can depend on factors such as the interest rate, the purpose of the debt, and your ability to repay. The key takeaway here is to be mindful about the types of debts you're taking on. Be strategic. Assess the potential returns on your investment before diving into debt. Be sure you're not just borrowing for the sake of immediate gratification, but for long-term benefits and financial growth. So, not all debts are created equal. The key is understanding which debts to avoid and which ones can actually work in your favor. Step 1 to breaking free from debt: understand what you owe. It's impossible to tackle any problem without first understanding its scope, and debt is no exception. Picture this. You're on a journey, your destination, financial freedom. Your debt is the map, showing you exactly where you are and the routes available to you. The first part of understanding your debt is knowing exactly how much you owe. It's not just about the amount, but also to whom you owe it and at what interest rate. This knowledge equips you with the power to strategize an effective repayment plan. The second part is budgeting and financial planning. Think of budgeting as your compass, keeping you on track, and financial planning as your itinerary, laying out your journey in manageable steps. Together, they give you control over your financial future, steering you clear of further debt and towards your goal of financial independence. And remember, don't forget to hit the like button if you're finding this information useful. Step 2, prioritize and start eliminating your debt. This is the phase where you take control and start making proactive decisions to get rid of the financial burden. Let's dive into some proven strategies to help you on this journey. One popular approach is the snowball method. Picture a small snowball rolling down a hill, gradually gathering more snow and growing larger. Similarly, in the debt snowball method, you start by paying off the smallest debt first, while maintaining minimum payments on all other debts. Once the smallest debt is cleared, you move on to the next smallest, and so on. The idea is to gain momentum as you clear each debt, which can be incredibly motivating and empowering. On the other hand, the avalanche method involves tackling the debt with the highest interest rate first, again while maintaining minimum payments on all other debts. Once the highest interest debt is paid off, you move on to the next highest, and so on. The advantage here is that you'll save more money in the long run as you're reducing the most costly debt first. Now you might be wondering which method is better. Well, it's not a one-size-fits-all answer. The snowball method can provide quick wins and a psychological boost, which can be helpful if you're feeling overwhelmed. The avalanche method, on the other hand, is mathematically more efficient and saves you more money over time. It really comes down to what works best for you personally. Some people need those quick wins to stay motivated, while others prefer to tackle the big numbers first. But remember, whichever method you choose, the key is consistency. Stick with your plan, keep chipping away at your debts, and over time, you'll start to see them diminish. It might not happen overnight, but with patience and perseverance, you'll make progress. And let's not forget, while you're working on eliminating your debts, it's also important to avoid taking on new ones. Resist the temptation to use credit cards or loans for non-essential purchases. Instead, focus on living within your means and creating a healthy financial cushion for your future. With a clear plan and consistent action, you can start to see your debts shrink and your financial freedom grow. That's the power of prioritizing and eliminating your debt. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. We're here, cheering you on every step of the way. Finally, step 3. Start building wealth. Now that you've got a handle on your debt, it's time to focus on wealth creation. This involves saving, investing, and diversifying your income. Saving might seem like a slow process, but every penny saved is a step towards financial independence. Next up, investing. This is where your money works for you. There are many investment options, ranging from stocks and bonds to real estate and mutual funds. The key is to do your research and choose what best aligns with your financial goals. Then we have income diversification. In our rapidly changing world, relying on a single source of income can be risky. Consider exploring other income streams. This could be anything from a side hustle to starting your own business, or even earning from your hobbies. So, will 2024 be the year you break free from debt and start building wealth? That's the question we'll leave you with today. Don't forget to subscribe for more financial wisdom and strategies. Remember, your financial freedom is within reach.